SU men's basketball is coming off its second loss to Colgate in as many seasons, dropping 80-68 in the JMA Dome on Tuesday night. Now, last year, the Raiders dropped 100 points on the Orange, fueled by an 18 for 43 three-point shooting performance. But this season, they got even better, going 19 for 38, yes, 50% from behind the arc. So why are we seeing this trend? And should Orange fans be concerned moving forward? Well, to break down those questions, I'm here with last year's shot charts on both offense and defense, breaking down shooting percentages in the 9 main zones. And just by comparing the two at a first glance, the Orange looked really promising. They were more efficient shooters than their opponents in every single zone except for in the rim, which you could argue was due to them losing Jesse Edwards for the last month of the season. Now, the biggest difference here comes in those corners and along the baseline, where Syracuse finished 10% above NCAA average in every single one of those zones. And as we move over to the opponent side of things, they weren't nearly as efficient in those shooting zones. But they did follow a trend that the basketball analytics movement has been fueling for years. Opponents shot twice as many shots from the corners as SU's offense and only half as many mid-range jumpers. And mid-range jumpers have slowly been dying off in today's game because they're just as difficult as those corner threes, but they're worth less points. Now, when the zone uses its bottom defenders to crash when players drive to the basket, they leave shooters open in those corners and the wings. So with teams taking more and more threes and getting better at them, the zone's biggest weakness is getting a whole lot bigger. And this year's SU's defense is already showing that. They're allowing over 70% of corner threes to fall in just the first 2 games of the season, more than double what we saw last year. Now, Syracuse will have 3 home games to improve that mark before their first big test on the road against number 19 Illinois on Tuesday, November 29th. Trey and Ian, back to you guys.